My name's Heidi MacDonald, and I am currently a resident of Old Orchard Beach, Maine. I'm basically a New Englander through and through. I've lived in Maine most of my life. I spent a few years in Vermont and came back to Maine about 7 years ago, I would say. I trained for about 10 years at the Prescal Cross Center under Sensei Brett Barnum. And then after I earned my black belt with him, I drifted over into the province of Quebec for about 2 years or so. And I trained with Sensei Mark Jaban at the Drummondville Ninjutsu School. Then I came down into Vermont and I was there for about 3 years. And then I came back to Maine when I had a job offer. The great thing about the Portland school is that we all know each other. We're all connected, especially through Hanshi, John Poliquin, and Mr. Barnum, because they're both very good friends. And we all see each other at seminars. So there was some familiarity there. I think I'm a very, very lucky person that I've had not one, but two fantastic teachers and mentors. I am very, very grateful for them both. I am two things. I am both hearing and I am both deaf. So I've noticed that I find myself more in tune to what people are not saying, because there's a lot of wealth of information in that to tell you if you're in a good situation or if you're in a bad situation. I think that this is a small school with a lot of heart, and that's a very good thing. I like the fact that everybody is very close-knit. I think as a result of the pandemic, we had a very close-knit group of people form bonds that, like, you had your own COVID circle, people that you train with and that you socialize with, that you talk to, that you text with, and that was a wonderful, wonderful thing to see. It really was. So I would say to a woman who, if you are feeling a little bit nervous, you want to try self-defense, but you're feeling like a little bit like you're not quite, like there's a part of you that kind of holds yourself back, I would say, come on in, introduce yourself, talk with the teachers, talk with the students, and get a feel for this little community and see how this fits you. When I think about who I am now versus when I was 21, 22 years old, I was a very angry person. I was unsure of my place in the world. I was dealing with a lot of issues in my life, a lot of trauma in my life, and I had to work through that. And that was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I've learned that in order to train with other people, you need to have, I would say, a certain level of trust. Because we want to train and we want to do this martial art effectively, but at the same time, we don't want anybody to walk out the door with broken bones or a black eye. I mean, it doesn't look good. It didn't look very good on next morning's Zoom meeting. Stepping out of your comfort zone, even if it's for trying it just once, for one night, at least you can say you tried it. You can say you walked in. You can say you met new people. You can say that you actually stepped on the mat and you said, okay, I like this. I want to keep doing this. And that's the best thing.